Hello everybody, so today gonna make another video and talk about is Carnival stock a good buy right now at $12 or it can drop back to $8. So the first thing we have to get in mind that cruise stock is not a failing business. Mall is not a failing business because Amazon is taking over, and then Blockbuster is a failing business because of Netflix. Cruise 9 is not a failing business, so that's want to get the facts straight. That the first thing we have to remember. So it's pretty good. So my answer to the question is Carnival stock a good buy right now? Short answer is yes, as long as there's a B-U-T, as long as the virus they can get it under control and business back to normal in the next 12 months. So I'm gonna explain why throughout this video. So what's the market cap of the Carnival right now? Right now is $9.43 billion of market cap. So it basically fall off the cliff. And then how much debt do they have? They have $14.43 billion in debt. And then they raised some cash like 2 weeks ago. They pay a very expensive interest rate for the cash they raised. So they did a $4 billion senior note at 11.5% interest rate. So that's very high, usually just 3%. So they have to pay around $442 million a year just an interest rate alone. They also did $1.75 billion at 5.75% interest rate. So they're looking at $500 or $600 million just an interest rate alone. So right now because of the almost $6 billion on cash they raised, their balance sheet should be pretty strong, and like the CEO said, you can rather do this crisis for the next 12 months. If this virus or flu crisis lasts like 2 or 3 years, the stock will not be a good buy. But you cannot actually predict this kind of stuff. But for the next 12 months, and then the virus got better, I'm pretty sure and the stock is a pretty good buy. It could soon go back to the 20s and 30s stock price. And then we're gonna also want to disclose that I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. Everything I say cannot be 100% true. Okay, and then we can also want to talk about the CEO. His name is Arnold W. Donald. So I watched couple of interviews about him on YouTube. You can watch him on YouTube as well. Couple interesting things about him is he actually have a mechanical engineering degree from Washington University. So that's a big plus. Usually engineers, like 99% of the time, engineers are problem solvers. So he's not just a marketing guy. But Cruise 9 is basically pretty straightforward business. So it don't require much innovation because it's basically just for good experience, for you to have a good experience. So it does not require much innovation like a technology company like Google, Tesla, or those kind of companies that require a lot of innovation, or Amazon, a lot of innovation to stay up to date. But cruise line, the business will be, I'm pretty sure, will be still here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, because you cannot take a cruise with a software update. You cannot software update and get yourself on another island or something like that. So it actually require physical product. So do I think someone else will disrupt the cruise industry? No, there's no way like a technology person will disrupt cruise industry, because it's a physical product business. There's nothing I see that you can improve on the existing experience. I actually went on cruise before myself, like 1 or 2 years ago, and it was pretty good experience. Like you can see the ocean is like, when you go to cruise, you are like on another planet. It's water everywhere, and then the ocean water is very clean. The water is very blue. So that's great about it. What's great about cruise is that there's no disruption coming. The more business, there's disruption coming because of the Amazon and online presence. And then is there anything else I want to talk about? So there's nothing else. So basically, oh yes, one more thing. So they Carnival Cruise like already suspended their dividend. So I don't think you will see that dividend coming back anytime soon, because like we talk about, they are paying around $500 to $600 million annually, just an interest rate for the $6 billion they raised. So we don't, and I'm not gonna see that coming back very soon. I think one stupid thing they did is they did the stock buyback. If they did not do any stock buyback, they will still have cash on the balance sheet, so they won't have to raise that such large amount of cash and pay 11% on interest. So that's pretty stupid. Like I'm the type of person that's very against stock buyback myself as well. So I don't like stock buyback. So in summary, cruise business is pretty good as long as they can survive. Right now, Carnival Cruise is pretty good stock. Like I will not buy like more than 5% of my portfolio on Carnival Cruise, because there's still risk of bankruptcy if the situation do not recover in the next 12 months. But if they do, I'm pretty sure you'll go back to 20s or 30 or 40, even higher $60 stock. So in summary, it's pretty good stock, and then the CEO is pretty good, and yeah, that's basically it. So just don't pour too much of your money on Carnival Cruise, because the situation have not worked out yet. Okay, so right now I have like maybe 2% of my portfolio on Carnival Cruise as well. So that's basically my risk exposure. Okay, so that's basically the end of the video. Please, my goal is to get 5 likes for this video and 100 subscribers. Right now I have 72. Please give me a subscribe and help me out. Thank you.